Hello and welcome to the Restaurant Show. I'm your host, Jessa Jeremiah. We have a fabulous show for you as usual. We're gonna check in with the Egg and I. Steve is here and we're gonna be cooking up something great. We've also got Clausen's European Bakery, so if you like chocolate, you're gonna wanna stick around for that segment. Then we're headed to Beloit and we're gonna have some fabulous Italian food. It's all on your guide to the best restaurants in town so you can skip the rest and enjoy the best. We'll tell you where to go coming up on the Restaurant Show. Welcome back to the Restaurant Show. We're already cooking. We've got the heat going because Steve Dascom is here in the kitchen. We're talking about the Egg and I, and if you haven't been, you're gonna want to after this segment because we're gonna talk about some tasty treats. Steve, what are we doing today?
Okay, well, I have a pork belly Benedict.
All right.
We make all this stuff right in the store. I mean, we cut up the pork bellies. They are, they get glazed in our oven. We put brown sugar and maple syrup on them. Yeah. Stick them in the oven for a little while. Okay. We make our cornbread.
Look at that cornbread too.
Unfortunately, my greens are melting in this studio
light.
light.
Yeah, I know, we're in the heat. The lights are upon us. But
we have a barbecue hollandaise.
Ooh, a barbecue hollandaise. This is a first for me, this whole thing. I know about eggs Benedict, you know, a breakfast woman, but pork belly Benedict, I have not ever heard of.
It's so good. We just started it yesterday. Word must be getting around. I ran out of these before lunch today.
So they must be good.
I had to re-prep an entire setup.
So yeah, so this, you guys are open until what time during the day?
2:30.
2:30. Mm-hmm. So you guys do obviously a big breakfast and a big lunch, and this one didn't even make it to lunch, so that's pretty good. Brand new. Okay, so this is the pork belly Benedict. So you make your cornbread fresh in-house, and now you're cooking it a second time? Or
we're getting it nice and warmed up and get a little sear on the bottom side there.
All right, I like your style. Okay.
And I poached my eggs. You might want to recall that we did that on a previous show, so I thought, well, I won't need to show you how to do that one again.
But did you know, in case you missed it, that you can poach an egg in the microwave?
Yes.
This man has taught me a lot of things, but that's one of my big takeaways. So that's exciting. And it looks beautiful. We'll show you in a minute. Talk to me about this hollandaise. Now, I'm used to a hollandaise sauce being like an orangish yellow, but there's an additional ingredient in there, right?
Well, this is just barbecue sauce.
Okay.
It's just a barbecue sauce. We whisk it in. Just a batch would be around a quart or so and has maybe a cup tops of barbecue in it.
Okay, so just a little.
But you'll taste it. You will definitely taste it.
Well, barbecue's a strong flavor, but it makes perfect sense with the pork belly.
Well, here we go.
And again, look at how picture perfect that is.
Yes.
Even not in your own element, you're still a master of the griddle. Look at that, beauteous piece. I want to just dive into this cornbread, but I know there's more coming, so I won't do that.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's the pork belly. Oh, so good. You can't smell it at home, but it's maple glazed, and that's what's giving it such this awesome scent. It smells sweet, but just really good on top of that cornbread. Okay.
So now let's get these eggs.
Okay, so here we get our microwave poached eggs.
And like I said before, it's not really cheating. I can't do it in the restaurant because for production I would need to have like 20 microwaves.
Right, so we don't microwave the eggs
so it's not the way we do it in the restaurant, but if we could, we would.
On the restaurant
now I had these sitting in this hot water too long, so it looks like they got
slippery little devils.
A little harder than they were, but they were perfect.
Yes, they were. Okay, so now this is part of, is this a temporary menu? This is summer, right?
Yes, this is our summer, what is it, Taste of Summer is the thing. This one runs longer than most of them. This one's going to run till probably the middle to late August.
Oh, okay.
I forget the exact day, but it's going to be like 10
So you better
weeks.
stock up on your pork belly Benedicts. It's kind of a tongue twister, by the way. But that's great. Okay, so a few other things on their summer menu. The kale and quinoa scramble. Which sounds great. I love avocado. There's avocado in this one, so that's a really good one. Light, fresh vinaigrette and herbs. A berry cheesecake stuffed French toast.
Yes, which I did last week.
Oh my gosh, so good. Okay, so really good stuff. And that one has a graham cracker, like powdered sugar crumbles on top. Also delicious.
Pardon my reach here.
And then the pork belly Benedict.
Oh, don't do that.
Which I'm going to try for you in just a minute. It was so perfect.
It was almost like a demi-glace.
Oh, it can't all be perfect, Steve. This is the restaurant show. You have to make a mess. It's a rule. And then they've got some really good fresh juices. So a kale cooler, which I've had and is delicious. And now, is this the watermelon refresher here?
Yes, it is. Oh, that is so full of good stuff. Watermelon, lime, organic ginger, agave juice, jalapeno. Wow. You probably caught that in the back of your throat as you were swallowing. Yeah,
you're right. Right as you were saying it, I got it. Really good, really good.
And then it's garnished with a couple of raspberries.
Perfect. Okay, so I'll tell you how this pork belly Benedict is. I don't know how to eat this. I'm a master of making a mess, but
well, this one is unavoidable because cornbread, you know, it gets kind of crumbly, so it's going to be a mess no matter what.
So just know at home that I'm going to make a mess and I'm okay with it. So again, this might not be a first date menu item.
Right.
But that's okay. Maybe it'll be
endearing.
I don't know.
Just because it's a mess, it is fantastic.
Oh my gosh. That's really good. You know, I would never think to put some of these ingredients together. Like barbecue sauce, for example, and cornbread. But it's awesome. Like, it's really, really good. It's got just a little bit of sweet.
Well, the richness of the hollandaise helps to bring that all together.
Yes. So I guess we're done because I'm gonna just keep eating the rest of the segment. No, but anything else you want to share?
Oh, you know what? I didn't.
Oh, we need a little garnish. Thank you.
Sorry.
Anything else you want to share? These guys have a fabulous restaurant, locally owned. Steve is the owner.
Yep.
On the Beltline.
We are coming up on our 6th anniversary.
Oh, congrats.
In September, actually.
That's wonderful. That's a huge milestone because a lot of restaurants in this area, and you know, sometimes you don't make it past a couple of years. 6 years, you're a staple in the community, so that's really wonderful. And it's because of all the great homemade, delicious foods you guys have.
Oh, sure, yeah.
So
you recall when I first started the restaurant show, this is my third season. I had just, with the restaurant, I didn't win anything, I was open a restaurant, but my staff and everybody got together and did such a great job. We won the IB Madison Magazine's Executive Choice for Breakfast. Yep, 2 years in a row. This is like our 3rd season with you. It's our 3rd try at that.
All right. Well, you're going to get it. I have a feeling. So.
It's things like this that do it, though.
It's all really good. You've got to try the pork belly Benedict over at the Egg and I off the Beltline. And hopefully you stick with us for more restaurant show. Well, you too, Steve. You at home. We'll be back in just a minute. Stick around because after the break, chocolate lovers, stay with us. Clausen's Bakery is coming up. Hi, and welcome back to the restaurant show. If you're a chocolate lover, I have a feeling you're gonna like this segment. We're chatting with Michelle Clausen, who is the owner of Clausen's European Bakery. They're over in Middleton. I'm so glad to see you.
Glad to see you too.
We're putting Michelle to the test today because you're actually gonna make a chocolate truffle torte, and you got 7 minutes.
I have 7 minutes.
Let's see if
so
we
I'm
can
gonna
do
get going right now.
Okay.
This is the chocolate cake. So the first thing you do, because when you bake in a cake pan, it always has a hump on the top.
Sure.
So, hump is off now.
Hump free. You got to get down to the basics. Get it flat. Okay.
Then I'm going to cut this into 4 layers. For even layers.
Oh my goodness.
So I start out, I cut it in half.
I'm impressed at your speed right now.
Then I cut it in half again.
Okay. Wow. That takes some precision, but it doesn't have to be perfect. That's the good news with homemade, you know, the real deal.
Actually, it does. At our place, it does have to be perfect. We'll sometimes cut tortes on a Friday to do quality control and make sure all the layers are perfect.
Wow. Okay.
So I don't know if this one will be.
The TV version may not be exact.
Maybe we shouldn't do that. Okay. So
that's really interesting. So you actually do really want some very perfect layers.
So that's, next layer is brandy.
This is where the torte gets fun.
Yep.
Put some brandy in there.
Then
I didn't know that was part of the ingredients. Is that a usual ingredient in this?
Yeah, in European buttercream tortes it is. I'm just gonna scoop this.
So we're gonna go with more layers here. Now what are we adding?
This is chocolate buttercream, French buttercream, which is made up of butter, sugar, and a custard made with eggs.
Now, I only heard recognizable ingredients in that little list. So I imagine this is one of the other benefits to buying local and really getting something homemade is you're getting something you recognize.
Simple ingredients.
Right. Getting back to the basics and simple food, it's so important. Now, how did you get into this business, Michelle?
I had always liked to bake and cook when I was younger. I mean, from the age of, I don't know, as soon as I could read, like the back of the cereal box.
Right.
I think that was one of the first things I baked. And then I wanted to, as I became older, wanted to become a chef. And in those days, chefs, or women, the kitchen was not a place for women, really. It was rough, hard, and it was a male-dominated industry.
Isn't that interesting?
And so my dad actually suggested I go to pastry school in Germany. So I did that.
So you went to Germany.
I went to Germany 4 years, went to pastry school. So I got a bachelor's degree in pastry.
Oh, interesting.
Came back home, got married, and started running the bakery. Well, actually, I started working in it.
Okay.
And then I took over when I was 25.
Wow.
Yeah.
Quite the story.
I got my life going early.
No joke.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, that's really incredible. So you have been in this business a while and very professionally trained. That's an incredible story. Now, moving on from the chocolate torte, which I have a feeling we're going to get the finale in just a moment. Clausen's has a ton of really good, delicious treats and other things. What else do you carry?
Oh, we carry breads.
Keeping in mind we only have a few minutes left.
Breads, quiche, Danish pastries, rolls, croissants, a lot of different torts. This is just one of like 30 different ones we make. But this one's the easiest one to make on TV.
Cakes and pies and cookies and the whole thing. You even do wedding cakes, don't you?
We do. Okay, this could get tricky. So.
Okay, we'll see what happens.
Yeah, I don't want to drop it.
Okay. So I'm going to be impressed with this process. I have a feeling. I'll keep the hard-hitting journalism for after you flip it. Okay.
These are chocolate shavings.
Oh wow. Okay. You just
that
stick
go
them
on
inside
it.
There.
Yeah.
I'm definitely impressed. This is not your first torte, that much I know.
Oh no.
What do you think out of all of those things that you listed that you have? What do you think is your specialty?
I'm sorry, I'm making a mess here too.
No, this is a mess. You have to make a mess. It's required. Okay. Do you have a specialty at Clausen's, do you think? Look at this. I want to say the torte. Can I pick for you?
The torte.
This is incredible. Wow.
Specialty, I think, I don't know, the quiche.
The quiche is amazing.
The breads.
I'm such a quiche lover, and yours is so good.
The special thing about our bakery is we do such a combination of things that you can have for breakfast, lunch, dinner.
Well, it's such a nice atmosphere too, because you can come in and have a cup of coffee and browse and see all the different selections, and the smell in there is just incredible. It is really a wonderful spot to just hang out. But I imagine that's not, you don't want a bunch of people in there just hanging out doing their thing. But
we don't mind at all.
You can go have a cup of coffee and do your shopping over there. It's a great space.
Yeah,
and
you can.
Really lovely folks over there too, I want to say. I was complimenting Michelle before we got started that you've just got some great people that work there too.
Thank you.
So I know it takes a village sometimes.
It does.
Everything that you have going on.
Like the front staff and just management, delivery drivers, and then the back, the pastry department, the bakers who come in at nighttime.
Incredible. And they're going just about round the clock, I bet, keeping everything produced. That is beautiful. Can you believe it? She did it. In fact, she's got 50 seconds to spare.
Do I really?
You do. You did great.
Should we cut it and check the layers?
Yeah,
I think we need
wonderful.
to.
Let's do that.
I hope they're right.
And now you can actually get Clausen's products not just in the bakery, right? I mean, that's where you've got everything to be selected, but there's
some of our breads and rolls are available at Metcalf's. We're doing, we sell a majority of our product through Metcalf's.
Wonderful.
Okay.
Oh, it's gorgeous. It's perfect.
Layers.
Look at that. Chocolate lovers.
There we go.
In good hands with that. That was impressive. So 6 minutes and she made a chocolate torte. I have a feeling it takes a little longer in the store, but it's been a delight. Thank you so much, Michelle.
Thank you.
Clausen's is over in Middleton. I absolutely recommend you stop in and see what they're all about. And I also recommend you stay with us after the break because we've got more show coming up right after this. When we return, we are heading out to Beloit for some fantastic Italian food. It's Vince's Pizza. Welcome back to the restaurant show. If you're in the Beloit area, or if you're not, worth the drive, because we are going to talk to you about some fabulous pasta dishes today that you're not going to want to miss. I'm here at Vince's Pizzeria and Restaurant in Beloit, and joined by the owners. I've got Pierra and Fabrizio in front of me, with me. Hi. How are you?
Hi, good. How are you?
Oh, I'm great. How could I not be? Look at this food. You guys have amazing food. So we're going to talk about some dishes today that are prepared already. Fabrizio is going to get started in preparing a dish for us. So what is this that we're preparing today?
I'm going to make the pasta Sophia with the shrimp, and I'll let you talk to my wife.
Yeah, you're the chef extraordinaire, and this is the mastermind that is joining us as well now. So we started out with, tell us what ingredients. I see obviously some fresh mushrooms going in.
Mushrooms, asparagus.
And some of this stuff they prepared in advance, of course, just time-wise, but the asparagus is going in. I love a good fresh green asparagus.
Oh,
you know, I think that's unusual to have asparagus in pasta. I don't see that often.
No, but you know, it brings a lot of great flavor too. I love asparagus.
I do too.
Bacon.
In Italy it's pretty popular.
It is,
I love
okay.
It,
So just us American folks maybe don't use it as much in pasta, but I love the idea because it's such a good flavorful thing to eat, and it's so nice and green. And you got some other veggies that we're adding too. So
some onions
and diced onions.
Yeah, to make it nice, have the flavors combine and
so
saute.
Don't worry, it's not just pasta. You can totally count this as vegetables.
Yeah. Yes.
Don't worry.
Yeah. And now we're adding the shrimp to get that going.
So again, this is called the pasta Sophia, and you can get it more than just one way, right?
Well, you can have the option of choosing chicken.
Okay.
And it's prepared the same way, except we saute the chicken with that. And then, then the linguine.
Look at the flip.
Yes.
I love that pro.
I can never. My food ends up flying off the pan.
Yeah.
And then we have...
that'll be the next one. We'll have you try and flip, and then we'll do it off camera first.
Right.
See how it goes.
Let me practice. And then we cook it in a white creamy sauce, and it's like an Alfredo, not
little light.
Yeah, it's a little lighter because Alfredo has more of a strong garlic taste.
Yeah. Okay.
And this is just a lighter creamy sauce.
Perfect.
Yes.
Now, while that's cooking, we'll talk about some of the other things here. Do a little taste testing, because that's my favorite part. But I want to talk a little bit about the calzones on the menu. Okay, first of all, if you haven't been out here yet, these guys have a huge menu. It's really impressive. And calzones, of course, are a fabulous Italian specialty. So let's talk about this one. And do not adjust your TV sets. This really is the size of the calzone. I mean, this is what you get when you order.
Yes, it's
a big guy.
Yes, you'll be full eating one of those.
I'm gonna give it a try. Now, what is this one here that I'm gonna try?
This one has Italian beef, because I always choose what I like.
Okay, so this is Pierro's favorite.
Yes, just plain Italian beef, and then we also include cheddar and mozzarella.
I don't even know where to begin. It's almost like intimidating. It's awesome.
So a lot of people just grab it like a sandwich and eat it that way.
Exactly.
And,
Yes.
And we serve it with the marinara. A lot of folks, and they know who they are, love it with au jus. Yes.
Oh, au jus is an option. Yeah, Italian beef. Okay.
Yep.
Now you guys have more than just this one option for calzones, right?
Yes, you can get it with ham or any regular, sausage, or just cheese and mushrooms. Isn't it good? Mm-hmm. I know, I like it. And we also have pizza balls. Yeah.
Really also because my mouth's full, but it's incredible.
And we also have pizza balls. And they look exactly like that, but it has mozzarella cheese, pizza sauce, and then whatever top. It's like a big pizza pocket.
Oh, yeah, like a huge pizza pocket. I love it.
Yep.
Oh my gosh, what a great idea. So you can kind of build your own and do your own thing, but
yes, if you want it just all veggie or just meat or even just cheese, it's perfect.
Well, I recommend that one. You should just name that one the Pierra favorite.
Yeah,
the Pierra calzone, because it's awesome. Okay, the other things I want to talk about are, now you have a kids menu. This is a very family-friendly restaurant.
Yes, yep. We pretty much cover all the basics with the kids.
Yeah.
We have our
what
kids
kid
spaghetti.
doesn't love spaghetti, right?
Exactly.
This is quite the mound, too.
It is. A lot of adults order it, too.
Yeah.
So,
kids spaghetti right there.
Yep, and they have their choice of also mazzacholi.
Kiddos, I'll give you a taste test so you can tell mom and dad if it's good or not before you even order it. Okay.
Yep, and we also have like kids' corn dog bites. It's good, yeah.
Absolutely.
And
those kiddos are getting spoiled.
I know.
Okay, so you got a lot of great kid menu items. I want to make sure that we talk about desserts before Fabrizio's finished preparing his dish. Now this is, what dessert am I holding?
That is our new lemon jello tort.
Oh my gosh.
And it's so, I'm not a big fan of lemon flavored dessert, but it's not so strong, it's subtle, and it has that white, like chocolate shavings on top.
So it even passes the Pierrots stamp of approval?
Yes,
All
it's
right.
good. It's almost layered like a tiramisu.
I love it.
Isn't it good?
It's really good.
Yeah.
It's actually kind of light.
Yeah.
I was expecting like really, really rich and heavy.
Yeah, because
It's
you
not
hear
overwhelming.
limoncello, and limoncello is very strong.
And you're right, the lemon flavor is not like overbearing.
Yes,
It's really good.
I know, my husband brought it home and he's like, try this, it's so good. I'm like, I don't like lemon dessert. And then when I tried it, I'm like, this
Now
is
you do.
probably one of my favorites.
Awesome. That's good. And you have other really good desserts too, so.
Yep, we have the regular, coffee tiramisu. We have a chocolate loving spoon. So if you love chocolate, that's your cake.
There you go.
Yeah, it has all different layers of different types of chocolate fudge, chocolate sponge cake.
I know some chocolate lovers out there that would go for that
Yes.
as well. But
Yeah.
Okay, so we're plating this up, and look at how good that looks. Oh my gosh, look at Alfredo. That is gorgeous.
Yep,
I love it.
mushrooms.
It's
You wanna
beautiful.
try?
That you never ask. Yeah, absolutely. I got to get a fresh fork though, because we got to make sure our flavors aren't mingling too much here. I'll get a corner. It's not too hot, and I'm gonna make sure and get one of these pieces of asparagus in there. Okay, this is called the
Pasta Sophia.
Sophia. It's perfect. You guys are the best. We're at Vince's in Beloit. We'll be right back with more Restaurant Show. Thank you so much for joining us. I had so much fun checking out all these great local spots with you. I'm Jessa Jeremiah, reminding you that life is too short to eat average.